Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to this class. My name is Teacher Amy. This is a Verbling class. If you're watching us somewhere on the internet, you can find these classes at verbling.com. Today's class is another speaking class, and our topic today is kind of interesting. It's it's about happiness. Is it possible to buy happiness? You would think not, but then I really like this article because it did make me think when I was reading it. It's kind of interesting. So do come along in and join us. I think we do have a couple of slots if you would like to talk about this idea of being able to buy happiness. You'll see what we mean as we get further into the class, and we've got a little article that we're going to use to help us talk about it today. So if you have booked a slot, now is the time to come in. While we are waiting for everybody, for those of you who have never visited my Facebook page or my Verbling teacher page before, you can do so if you like in a spare moment. If you go to my Facebook page, you will find just some useful stuff that I like to share with my students and anyone who's interested in learning about English, themed on the UK, simply because that's where I come from. So obviously there's a lot of different styles of English and accents and culture out there. So if you're interested in the UK, perhaps my page is a good place to go. If you do want to find out about any of the teachers, the best place really to go for that is to their Verbling teacher page. So that's verbling.com/teachers and then / the teacher's name. So if you'd like to click on the link in the chat box, you can go to my teacher page, but they're all the same. What you'll find there are some videos, my welcome video, as well as some class videos, so you can get an idea of what the classes are like. You can also have a look at my schedule. If you're interested in private tutoring sessions, then you can book them from the Verbling teacher page. And you can get in touch with us as well if you have any questions about anything, or you would like to find out a little bit more about private tutoring or anything at all, then do get in touch with us using the messaging feature, which is really straightforward. So check out those pages if you want to. And we're going to say hi to our students. Don't forget, guys, our topic today is you can't buy happiness, or can you? We're going to find out today. All right, let's say hello to, firstly, Joanna. Hello.
Hello, Amy. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Well, where are you from, Joanna?
I'm from Poland.
From Poland. Awesome. And do you live in Poland?
Yes, I live in Poland, in Wrocław.
Okay.
Germany is Breslau, I think. Yeah.
All right. So tell me something about you, Joanna. Who are you?
Okay, I work in IT software company, and I'm a marketing specialist, and I just want to practice my English because I don't have much opportunities to speak English at work, so that's why I'm here.
All right, wonderful. And is there a particular reason that you're learning English?
I think I just like learning languages, so that's it.
That's a great reason. Can you speak any other languages? Obviously, you can speak Polish.
I also learn Japanese. I really like it, and I would like to refresh my German, but it's not too good right now.
Your German is on the back burner for the moment, Joanna. All right, well, that's amazing. That's quite a different range of, I don't know, languages from different parts of the world and different roots, I guess. So that must be really interesting.
Yes, very challenging.
Yes, also challenging. All right, well, it's lovely to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Who else do we have here? We have Janmar. How are you?
Hi Amy, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How's life?
It's good. Things go well at the moment.
Good, things are going well at the moment.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of in process, and you want them to keep going well, right?
I know. Okay, thanks.
Okay, so tell me what particularly has been going well in your life.
Well, I have a good job and I'm keeping healthy because I play a lot of sports and I learn in English and I think I'm going better with my language with my studying. but not with my speaking. But I'm trying to to improve.
Good. That's awesome. I'm glad that those things are all happening successfully for you.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Who else do we have here? We have Serkan. Is that how I say it? Hello, are you there? Is it Serkan? Serkan?
Yes, Serkan, Serkan.
Serkan. Okay, Serkan, nice to meet you.
You too.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Serkan. Where are you from? Who are you?
Okay, I'm from Turkey. This is my first class.
Is this your first class ever on Verbling?
Yeah, on Verbling. It's my first class.
Okay, well in that case, very big welcome to you, Serkan. And if you get stuck, if you are confused or you don't know what's going on, please ask, okay? Because either me or one of the students will help you. All right?
Okay, okay, thank you.
So tell us, why are you learning English?
Okay, I am a police officer. And in May there will be an examination to work United Nations police force, and I want to join it and work abroad.
Wow, that is an amazing goal. I don't think I've ever met anybody with that particular goal before.
Sorry?
You're unique. I said you are unique, Serkan. That's it.
Hello?
Can you hear me okay?
I barely hear you.
Okay, well, what I will do is just, if you can check your settings, maybe try adjusting the volume, just have a little play around, just so that you can get the best out of the class, and I will come back and talk to you again soon, okay?
Okay.
All right, lovely to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Paul, welcome back.
Okay, hello again. I feel
All
like
right,
talking today.
Yes, good. You're keeping going with that goal of yours that we were talking about in the other class. Very good.
Okay, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes and be happy about it.
On purpose, and you're going to celebrate them, right, Paul?
Okay, something like that.
Okay, something like that. All right, since I've already spoken to you this morning, I'm going to get directly to the class question of today, which is this: can you buy happiness? What is your instinctual response to that question?
Okay, so I think yes, we can. But it's I think happiness is really a broad term, and it means something different for just for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there was a song by the Beatles. I can't remember the name, but they said the basic things in life are free. Okay. I think the song is called Money.
Yep.
So it's actually closely related to the topic of current lesson. But they think that basic things in life are free, and maybe they are right. I'm not sure. But, I don't know. Okay, but I think we can buy happiness, at least some sort of it.
Okay, I'm going to add that. At least some sort of it. In brackets. All right, thank you, Paul. Great start. So I'm going to say hello also to Alexander, who I was talking to before as well. So welcome back, Alex.
Hi again.
So, Alex, what is your initial response to this question? Is it possible to buy happiness? And what do you think? And what do you think about what Paul has said?
I don't think that we can buy happiness because there are two reasons. The first reason is because if we have happiness, if we achieve that level of happiness. So why what is left to live? Why what for we have to live next? And because we are already happy and everything is right, and so why and what is the goal to live to keep on living? I don't know. I think that in my opinion, happiness it's like um, an achievement, how to say, an
achievement.
Just a second, I'll Google it. Incomprehensible.
Incomprehensible. Okay.
It's
What's
like
incomprehensible?
Happiness.
Happiness is incomprehensible. Very deep. All right. Can you expand a tiny bit? What do you mean?
I've already said something about it, and
okay.
I'll repeat my thoughts again. If we achieve the level of the completely happiness, what for we will go on living here? I mean, in that world.
So let me. Sorry, Alex. I just want to sort of summarize to see if I'm understanding what you're saying. What you're really saying is that if we achieve happiness, then there's sort of no reason for us to keep going. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why did you say that happiness is incomprehensible? Do you mean the concept? So incomprehensible means that it's impossible to understand, right? You can't understand what happiness is. Is that what you meant to say?
No, I meant, like unachievable.
Ah, okay, that's a different word. So maybe we could say unattainable.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you can't really achieve happiness, but you could attain happiness, which means like get, okay? So maybe happiness is unattainable is what you mean.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you, Alex. Great points. All right, Ali, your turn. Welcome back.
Hi again.
All right, so to Ali, what do you think about being able to buy happiness?
I don't know if you can buy happiness or not. It depends on what is happiness for you. I think happiness is a changeable thing for each person. Some people want to be rich, some people want to be healthy, or some people want to fall in love. I don't know. Happiness is different for every person. Something you can't buy with money, and maybe money can help you to reach your goals or your happiness, but sometimes you can't buy something.
All right. So that's an interesting point that you've mentioned. Maybe money can help you reach your goals. It can't actually itself provide you with happiness, but it might be able to help you reach what happiness is for you by helping you reach your goals, right?
Yeah.
Interesting point. Sometimes, depending what your goals are, right?
Yeah.
If your goal is to fall in love, hard to see how money could help that happen. Maybe if you appear on The Bachelor, do you have to pay to get on that? Maybe it's about luck. All right, thank you, Ali. So let's have a look at our article today. We're going to read what this writer says. So have a look at that link. And there we go. could you please read the title for us? Are you there, Alex?
Yes, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I forgot to turn on the microphone.
Okay, great. So the title, first of all, please.
How to buy happiness, the purchases most likely to bring your joy.
Okay, wonderful. So dun da da, and we've got a really lovely picture of a happy $5 note. Okay, Alex, could you keep going, please? While true happiness.
While true happiness may be something that can only be found in the heart, there are plenty of arguments that say money can actually buy you some happiness here and there. Here are some of the ways experts say it's possible to write a check and make it out to your happiness.
Thank you, Alex. We're just pausing there for a moment. So, we've found out what we're going to read about now, just by the first little paragraph. And what we're going to do is read the little sections and decide for ourselves whether we think that if we had enough money to buy these things, they would make us happy or not. Okay, so Alex, if you could just carry on and read the next paragraph.
Sure. It's certainly hard to measure happiness, of course. There is no point, system, or way to accurately measure the happiness flowing.
Sorry, if you could just keep your microphones muted, guys, if you're not actually speaking. Sorry, Alex, that was a replay of somebody's video on their screen. Just carry on.
There is no point, system, or way to accurately measure the happiness flowing through your bloodstream. And happiness is an emotion that can mean different things for different people. So keep that in mind as you read that. As you read on. That said, buying happiness all comes down to how you spend your money. It could be a new album from your favorite artist, or a trip to somewhere you've longed to travel to, or just a cold beer at the end of a long day. This guide won't unlock the secret to true happiness in your life, whatever that may entail for you, but it will provide some ideas on how to get the most from your hard-earned money.
So there's only supposed to be one "your" there, Alex. Sorry, that's a typo. So get rid of one of those, okay? It's just "your," not "your." All right. Any questions about the words or vocabulary?
Okay,
So
entail.
just a second. I'm going to reshare.
Entail.
Yeah. Entail. Okay. So whereabouts is it? I just saw that one. Here. Can somebody explain what the word entail means? Nobody knows?
It's like to involve with something.
Yeah. What's involved? What's involved? That's a great description, Joanna. So you could rephrase that sentence to whatever is involved in that for you, or perhaps whatever that leads to for you. If something entails something else, it's like, what is it to do with? What does it involve? So that's a good description. Any other questions about vocab? No? All right. So I think that this has really kind of summed up what we've said in the beginning of the class about happiness being different for different people. What actually is it? It's hard to sort of define. But what I would like to do is read the points that they give and decide for ourselves, do we think that if we could buy this, we would be happy? I just want to say a quick hi to Burak. Hello, Burak.
Hello. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
I'm connecting on my phone.
Okay.
And probably connection is very bad, I think.
All right. Well, if you drop out, we'll know where you've gone. But hopefully it'll be okay, Burak, because it's lovely to have you. If you just have a listen, and you'll pick up what we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I think I wanna listen for that.
All right.
Okay.
No problem. We will come back to you later. All right. So Ali, if you could please read the title of the first point, which is here.
Okay. By your financial security.
Excellent. There's a picture which can give you a vague idea of what this is going to be about. And could you please read this paragraph for us?
Okay. Stress is the enemy of happiness, and feeling insecure in your finances can be a major stressor. Over time, it even begins to affect your health in a negative way, which obviously is bad for your happiness. Instead of living in worry about your debts and loans, you can start to buy your happiness back by paying them off.
Keep going. The next time.
The next time you feel like you have some extra cash to splurge with, see how much of your savings you can put towards your debt instead. It takes time to whittle away things like credit card debt, but when you finally overcome it, you will feel way happier overall. Besides, when push comes to shove, paying off your credit cards is literally the best financial return for your money.
Beautiful reading, Ali. Thank you. Okay, so we've just about got that on the screen there now. Any questions?
Yes, I have one. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Extra cash to splurge with. It's like to play with money or spend money.
Yes. To splurge is like to spend money on something fun or that you really don't need. So if you splurge, you probably spend a little bit too much money, and it's usually on something quite fun. It's not that you splurge on your rent, because that's impossible. I don't think anyone really splurges on their rent. But you might splurge on a holiday, for example, Joanna, or a new dress or something, okay?
I see.
Okay, and I think to splash out is also a good verb, phrasal verb.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
with
you, Paul.
similar meaning, yeah?
Yep, absolutely. It's exactly the same. I really like that phrase myself because I like the idea of splashing. But yes, awesome. What was your question, Alex?
No, you've already answered on that.
All right, same question. Any other questions?
I saw the word show, and I'm not quite sure of the meaning.
All right, because it's in this, it's an idiom. When push comes to shove. Does anyone know what this means? Anyone heard it before? Can anyone guess? Because you can almost guess with this.
Maybe it's like to poke?
Not quite. If you think about a push is like a gentle movement. But if you shove, then it's a much harsher movement. So imagine you're in a crowd and people are pushing you. You feel them just gently sort of nudge you. But if they shove you, then they push you really hard. Maybe they dig their elbow into you. What this idiom basically means is that something the situation that you're in has become so bad that you absolutely have to do something about it. So if you say,
It's like you're on the edge?
Yeah, exactly. It's when the little push turns into a hard shove and you've got no choice. You've got to get on with something and do it. It's like at the end, when you get to the end of the realm of possibility and you have to make some action. So what it really means in this context is that if you look at the entire situation, you have to pay off your credit cards before you can make any progress with the rest of your financial life, sort of thing. Okay? Any other questions?
Yeah. So I'm afraid I don't know what means to whittle.
To whittle away. Okay. Does anyone else know what whittle means?
Cut off something.
Sorry, Ali, what was that?
Cut off something.
Yes, exactly. To cut something off. And we talk about whittling. It actually comes from wood. If you whittle something, it means that you gently carve out something out of wood, but really, really slowly. So this means to cut something off or to cut something away. So gently make your credit card debt smaller and smaller and smaller, basically. So really good idioms in this article so far. All right, let's talk about it. What do we think? Is it possible to feel happier if you have financial security? And if you don't have financial security, do you feel unhappy? Who would like to respond?
Well, if I may,
Sure.
I think it's really important to have financial security, and of course it will help you to be happier, but it's not the only thing to make you happy in the life. So definitely it helps.
Okay, so it helps, but it's not the one and only thing. If you get this, you're going to be happy automatically.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so just a note, Joanna, when we're talking about life as a concept, we don't say the, okay? So we just say life.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is quite a good thing to remember in this class, because I think we're going to be talking about it quite a bit. Thank you for starting us off, Joanna. Okay, anyone else like to comment on financial security?
Okay, I'd like to.
Go ahead.
Okay, in my opinion, being in debt brings anxiety. So I can tell it from my personal experience. Although I've never taken a loan from a bank, and I actually don't like borrowing money, and I almost never do it because I'm too conscious about being in debt. But I think it's a similar experience when I wasn't at university and I had like debts in terms of I needed to make some reports or tasks and then be evaluated for it. And I was really anxious. Those tasks nagged in my head all the time, and I really just did it as fast as I could in order to take that anxiety away. So, in my opinion, being in debt is really stressful. So I don't want to experience that feeling.
Okay, Paul, thank you. That's really interesting. So you're actually bringing in the idea that debt's not just about money, right? It's also about things.
No.
Yeah?
No. It can be many things.
Anything that you owe somebody else, possibly.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you should do for somebody. Or maybe when somebody should do something for you and you wait for it, but they never do it, and you get anxious.
Yes, I can definitely agree with that. All right, good points. Anyone else like to respond?
Yes, me. I'm going to talk about my experience because I have been working since I was 18, and I always have earned money with my job, but a time ago I start to spend a lot of money with my credit card to travel and to buy things that are not important. And now I am paying my credit card so I have to came back to my parents' house to live because at the moment I can rent a house for that. So I think you have to think about how do you, I don't know how do you say, how do you spend your money, you know?
Yep.
Have to be careful, and if with credit cards, I think credit cards are dangerous for the economy of oneself.
For the economy of oneself. I love it. Thank you, Janmar. All right. Well, yes, that's certainly having a big effect on your life. Yes. Who else would like to comment?
May I just add something?
Yeah.
I'd like to say that sometimes dads can play with us in a great way, and I'll explain why. When we have some debt, when we have to give money to someone, and we took it from someone, we in a hurry to earn as much as we can, and it make us start thinking more widely. And when we think like that, we can create a lot of useful things. And it's however, it's really stressful to be in that. And but as I've already said, it can be it can play a good trick with you.
Okay, so that in a way it can be positive if it sort of drives you to do something, to achieve something, that kind of idea, Alex.
I absolutely agree with the previous people, with our students.
Yes. Okay. Sure. No, it's great to have different opinions. Yeah. Thank you. That's really great. Yeah, I think it depends on how you look at it for sure, and also your personal experience. All right. I think we're going to move on to the next one and see what else it says. So this one is, I think it's Joanna now. If you wouldn't mind reading, Joanna. The title, please, which is up here.
Yes, I'm here. Cash in on experiences.
Okay, so we have a picture of 3 girls jumping up and looking great and having a nice time. And here we go. Some
purchased items can make you happy, yes, but you've probably heard that the best use of money is buying experiences instead. Our life is built around our experiences, and the memory of a great vacation will stick with us a lot longer than a new smartphone. Experiences also have the perk of shaping who you are. You could learn a lot about yourself and what you really want in life when you opt for an awesome experience instead of a new TV that would just keep you glued to your couch.
Keep going, please.
Okay. In a survey conducted by Harvard University, psychology professor at Stumbling on Happiness, author Dan Gilbert, a majority of respondents, 57%, reported greater happiness from experiential purchase. Only 34% of respondents said that material goods brought them happiness. Gilbert and his colleagues also found that the type of experience wasn't that important.
Thank you, Joanna. I'm going to get Janmar to read this next part. But when?
But when it comes to happiness, the nature of the activity in which people are engaged seems to matter less than the fact that they are engaged in it. People were maximally happy when they were thinking about what they were doing, and time lag and analysis revealed that mind-wandering was a cause, and not merely an effect, of diminished happiness. A wandering mind is an unhappy mind, and one of the benefits of experience is that they keep us focused on the here and now. On the here and now.
Great. Well done, Janmar. This word here is diminished.
Diminished.
Yeah. And this one is pronounced focused. 2 syllables. Focused.
Focused.
Well done. Okay. Before we continue reading, I just want to ask, are there any questions about the vocabulary in the first paragraph here? No? All right. And are there any questions in this second and third parts?
What is diminish?
Diminished. Good question. Yeah. What's diminished happiness? Can anyone explain?
Oh, okay, I probably can. So diminished means like in a smaller.
Yep, absolutely.
So like, it's not full happiness, it's just a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So less than what it used to be, exactly. Any other questions? No? All right, in that case, I'm going to ask Serkan if you could read Maintaining Presence. Are you there, Serkan?
I think she's muted.
Are you muted? Good question. You must unmute your microphone if you want to talk, Serkan. I can't actually do that for you. If you are there. Maybe not. All right. We'll come back.
Can you hear me now?
Ah, yes, we can hear you. Hello.
Hello again.
All right. Could you read for us, please, from Maintaining Presence?
Yeah, okay. Maintaining presence, the practice of focusing on the here and now, has long been thought of as a great method of maintaining happiness. Experiences make that easy, especially if it is something you have never done before. How could you not be in the moment if you are experiencing something brand new? As explained by Elizabeth Dunn, Associate Professor of Psychology at the University of British Columbia and co-author of Happy Money, The Science of Smarter Spending. Change is a huge part of buying happiness. In her research, she found that buying big things like a house didn't make people any happier.
Thank you. Just one word. This is explained.
Okay, explain it.
So not explain it, but just explained.
Explained.
Yes, perfect. Well done. Thank you, Serkan. And I'm going to get Paul to read the quote.
Thought.
This was one.
Okay, thought.
Out.
Can you? Sorry, Paul. I meant, could you read this? This is the
okay.
quote.
Okay, I unmuted myself. Okay. Yeah. This was one of the most surprising findings I came across. It's quite striking that what so many of us are powering our incomes into turns out not to have that big an impact on happiness. The human happiness system is fundamentally attuned to change, and houses are very stable.
Okay. Thank you. All right, we're going to pause because there's a lot to take in. I just want to ask, any questions about these 2 paragraphs?
Yes, sure. I'm afraid I can't understand the word touted. To tote.
To tout, actually. Tout, yeah? If something is touted, what does it mean? Anybody know? No? It basically just means to be made known. Something is made known as a great method, or something is advertised or talked about or something like that, okay?
Seen to be, maybe, yes?
Sorry?
Seen to be,
Seems
said to be.
Said to be, yeah.
It's said to be that,
said
yeah.
to be, yep. Absolutely. Any other questions? No? All right, so there's a couple of important points that it's mentioning, and feel free to go back to the beginning of this point. I'm going to ask Joanna, you started us off. What do you think the main points about this little number 2 are? What's it trying to tell us?
I think it tells us that most important than buying things is to buy experience, if I may put it that way. So they conducted surveys, and it turned out that, for example, buying a new house or something like that won't make you happy. So it's better to gather experience or gain.
Yes. Both, yeah, gather, gain.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so the first point is that it's better to spend your money on experiences than it is to spend your money on things if you want it to make you happier, correct?
Yes, that's
cool.
Exactly what I'm saying.
All right, there's some other little points that come up here too. Can anyone else mention something different which is related to this? Why is it that experiences make you happier?
Because you always remember. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Janma.
Okay, because if you spend your money on activities or, for example, travel, you always remember it. You always will remember it. But if you buy things, you don't remember. It's not an experience, you know. And if you have good experience, it always help you to grow, like I don't know, grow, to learn something about yourself.
Okay, absolutely.
Can I ask the question that Joanna said?
Yeah.
But why do you want to have more experience?
Because if you travel around the world, you meet a lot of people and a lot of cultures, and it makes you happy because you learn a lot of things. For example, if you buy a house, you don't learn anything.
Why? Maybe you can learn how to build something, how to fix something. And it will come in handy more than some experience that you will get in some country.
Yes, that's a very good point, Alex.
It's more
practical?
Yeah, practical.
Okay, I love the point you're bringing up, Alex. I want to expand upon that. And thank you, Janma. It's absolutely true that it says that experiences do bring you more happiness. Because one of the reasons, I think, is that perhaps the memory of the thing sort of gives you happiness later on, as well as the actual experience itself. However, what Alex is saying, I think, is that there are also things that can make you happy about buying a thing. I just want to point out that the idea of change and living sort of in the moment, or mindfulness, what does it say about those two things?
May I argue with you?
Yes, Alex, of course.
But we can buy the house, for example, in another country, and it will be the same thing that we will change something. And why not?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess then, Alex, what is it exactly that's making you happy? Is it the actual buying of the house, or is it that living in another country?
There's why I'm asking you.
Well, none of us know, I guess. None of us know, but we're talking about it. So,
Okay,
what do you think?
I'd like to make a point. I believe that the process of buying is great, but I think the process of choosing is far greater. It's like a driving a car at a fast speed. So when you choose, you just feel it. Just like that's exciting. And when you have bought it, it's over. It's yours. And
I agree.
all excitement just runs off you.
Runs away.
Runs away. Yes, it's like fades off. But the process of choosing is really exciting, in my opinion.
Okay, nice point, Paul.
May I continue our discussion?
We're all continuing the discussion, Alex, but yes, of course.
So we all are talking about some happiness that we can get by traveling, by experiencing something. But okay, we will spend some money on travel, on experience something new. I don't know, skiing, surfing, or something else. But what we will do after all of this? Where will we live?
Good point. Good point. Who would like to respond to Alex? Anybody?
Yes, I'd like to. Yes, I totally agree with you. After we finished our traveling, we should return home. Everyone needs home, but it's a staple, and many people just don't appreciate it when they have it. But people which don't have home will really appreciate if they kind of would have one. So let's keep it in mind that it is very just crucial in people's lives to have a home to return to.
Absolutely, Paul. Just an English correction: if they had one, not if they would have one. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Thank you for that. Yes. Continue.
However, I have to say, for example, Alex, what were you doing in your picture?
I've been working to buy house, maybe.
No, what were you doing in your picture? In your picture here. You were in.
I've been guiding the people.
Sorry.
I think Paul asked about your profile picture because you seem to be like on a holiday.
Okay. No, it's not. It wasn't my holiday. It was my work. I've been working as a guide for the tourists.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
A tourist guide.
I thought that you were traveling.
If I can, I would be.
If I could, I would be.
Yeah, and I think I'm practical, and I'm more practical, and I think that we have to experience something new only when we have something to live with in the future.
It's like you're saying that first we have to satisfy our basic needs, maybe, and like home and maybe family, food, and clothes.
Yes.
And then we can experience other things like traveling, buying luxury stuff, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Thank you, guys. It's great having you in class, Alex, I must say, because you're making us think a lot harder about this topic. I just want to read the last paragraph. So, Alex, would you take care of that for us? So, if you want an easy boost.
Okay. So, if you want an easy boost to happiness, you need to get out in the world and do some new things. But you don't have to do it alone. In fact, it might even be better for you to buy experiences with others. being social makes us happy, and investing in experiences that you can talk about later with others is a great way to do that. You get the benefits of a new experience as well as the perks of feeling like we're involved in something special later on. Think of something of you've always wanted to do and get some friends or family involved. If you can plan multiply things for far ahead, so you can build the anticipation, which can help you enjoy it even more.
Thank you. There's not supposed to be an of here. That's a typo. Think of something you've always wanted to do. All right. Questions about vocabulary?
How does it pronounce multiply? Multiply.
Multiple.
Multiple. Yep. Okay.
Well done. You read that one really well, Alex. Okay. Any other questions? No? Okay, so this brings up another idea. Are you there, Sir Cam?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wonderful. All right, what do you think about this idea that you should experience things with other people?
Sharing something with other people?
Yes. If you have a good experience, is it better to have it with some other people or to have it alone?
Yeah, with other people.
Why?
Why? Because sharing is beautiful.
Oh, because sharing is beautiful. I agree, Sir Cant. Thank you. Good answer. All right, how about you, Ali? What do you think about this? This whole idea of buying experiences as part of increasing your happiness.
Yeah, I think that's true. If you buy experiences, it will make you happier than buy something like object or home or something like that, because it's different to learn something new. Every time you are exciting when you learn something new. You discover something new. It's about, I think, human nature, you know.
Yeah, definitely. All right, thank you guys for participating. I'd like to finish off the class just by telling just one thing that makes you happy in your life. What is it that really, really, really makes you happy? So it can be anything. It doesn't have to be related to something that you buy. And that's what we're going to finish off with today. So I'm going to ask Paul, first of all.
Okay, so it is a really difficult question because we talked about it a little bit on previous lesson, and I really don't know. Maybe it's like a selfish, but when I think of myself as a cool person, and I see that others think the same, it's just raises my spirit, and I feel great. So I like when other people think of me as a cool guy.
Yeah. Well, I think you're a cool guy, Paul, so there you go.
Yes, I'm happy now.
Thank you. I'm very pleased to hear it. All right, Serkan, what makes you happy?
A lot of things make me happy. For example, getting a present, hearing good news from a friend or family.
Yeah.
Or going out with a girl that I wanted for a long time to go out or something like that. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Sir Cant. How about you, Janma?
My point of view is that you can't buy happiness at all, because for me happiness is be healthy and be social and have many friends, to have good relationship, to get on well with your family. It's very important too as well, and just be happy with the things that you have, not be thinking about I want to have more and more and more. No, just that you have is that you have to be happy. You don't need
All right.
more things.
Thank you, Janma. Awesome. Joanna?
What makes me happy is cooking for others. I really like when they eat my food and enjoy it. It's really nice. I also, dancing makes me really happy, my dancing classes. And of course the stuff like relationships, the family, and so on.
Wonderful. Thank you, Joanna. Ali?
What makes me happy? Learning English and being in your class.
You win the prize for the best student today, Ali. I'm really joking.
That's why I am here.
That's great to hear. I'm not sure if it's 100% truthful, but it still made me laugh, so thank you. Alex, last but not least.
Okay, so I'd like to emphasize that as for me, I like to gain something that I've planned before, and it's really makes me feel good. And there is also some there are also some ways to be happy. And I think if you have your favorite place, if you have your favorite wife, if you had your favorite job, I mean, if you have a place in this world, and if you found yourself and what the source of your creativity, and only in that case you will be happy. And anyway, and actually you won't to change something. Yeah. To change something in your life, and to find some new experience. If you already have everything that you
for sure.
was
Thank
looking
you,
for.
Alex. That's a really lovely ending, a very kind of poignant end to the class. So thank you, all of you, for sharing your ideas about happiness and what you think it is and how to achieve it. And I might post a couple of those ideas on Facebook later on, because I think they're quite inspiring. So I hope you have a happy evening. Enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are. It was lovely to meet you. If I haven't met you before, I hope to see you all again soon. Take care and see you later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye.
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 Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to this class. My name is Teacher Amy. This is a Verbling class. If you're watching us somewhere on the internet, you can find these classes at verbling.com. Today's class is another speaking class, and our topic today is kind of interesting. It's well, it's about happiness. Is it possible to buy happiness? You would think not, but then I really like this article because it did make me think when I was reading it. It's kind of interesting. So do come along in and join us. I think we do have a couple of slots if you would like to talk about this idea of being able to buy happiness. You'll see what we mean as we get further into the class, and we've got a little article that we're going to use to help us talk about it today. So if you have booked a slot, now is the time to come in. While we are waiting for everybody, for those of you who have never visited my Facebook page or my Verbling teacher page before, you can do so if you like in a spare moment. If you go to my Facebook page, you will find just some useful stuff that I like to share with my students and anyone who's interested in learning about English, themed on the UK, simply because that's where I come from. So obviously there's a lot of different styles of English and accents and culture out there. So if you're interested in the UK, perhaps my page is a good place to go. If you do want to find out about any of the teachers, the best place really to go for that is to their Verbling teacher page. So that's verbling.com/teachers and then / the teacher's name. So if you'd like to click on the link in the chat box, you can go to my teacher page, but they're all the same. What you'll find there are some videos, my welcome video, as well as some class videos, so you can get an idea of what the classes are like. You can also have a look at my schedule. If you're interested in private tutoring sessions, then you can book them from the Verbling teacher page. And you can get in touch with us as well. If you have any questions about anything, or you would like to find out a little bit more about private tutoring or anything at all, then do get in touch with us using the messaging feature, which is really straightforward. So check out those pages if you want to. And we're going
healthy because I play a lot of sports and I learn in English, and I think I'm going better with my language and with my studying, but not with my speaking. But I'm trying to to improve.
Good. That's awesome. I'm glad that those things are all happening successfully for you.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Who else do we have here? We have Serkan. Is that how I say it? Hello, are you there? Is it Serkan? Serkan?
Yes, Serkan. Serkan.
Serkan. Okay, Serkan, nice to meet you.
You too.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Serkan. Where are you from? Who are you?
Okay, I'm from Turkey. This is my first class.
Is this your first class ever on Verbling?
Yeah, on Verbling. It's my first class.
Okay, well, let's say hi to our students. Don't forget, guys, our topic today is you can't buy happiness, or can you? We're going to find out today. All right, let's say hello to, firstly, Joanna. Hello.
Hello, Amy. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Where are you from, Joanna?
I'm from Poland.
From Poland, awesome. And do you live in Poland?
Yes, I live in Poland, in Wrocław.
Okay.
Germany, Breslau, I think. Yeah.
All right. So tell me something about you, Joanna. Who are you?
Okay, I work in IT software company, and I'm a marketing specialist. And I just want to practice my English because I don't have much opportunities to speak English at work. So that's why I'm here.
All right, wonderful. And is there a particular reason that you're learning English?
I think I just like learning languages, so that's it.
That's a great reason. Can you speak any other languages? Obviously, you can speak Polish.
I also learn Japanese. I really like it, and I would like to refresh my German, but it's not too good right now.
Your German is on the back burner for the moment, Joanna. All right, well, that's amazing. That's quite a different range of, I don't know, languages from different parts of the world and different roots, I guess. So that must be really interesting.
Yes, very challenging.
Yes, also challenging. All right, well, it's lovely to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Who else do we have here? We have Janmar. How are you?
Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How's life?
It's good. Things go well at the moment.
Good. Things are going well at the moment.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of in process, and you want them to keep going well, right?
I know. Okay, thanks.
Okay, so tell me what particularly has been going well in your life.
Well, I have a good job, and I am keeping